From the deserts of the Middle East to the rugged terrain of Asia, from American island outposts in the Pacific to key military bases in Europe, one advanced missile defense system stands guard against the growing threat of hostile ballistic missiles: the Terminal High Altitude Area Defense System. For years, THAAD has been a cornerstone of the United States missile defense strategy, providing vital protection for American forces, allies, and partners worldwide. But how exactly does this sophisticated system work, and why is it considered such a game-changer in the defense industry? Let's take an in-depth look at Terminal High Altitude Area Defense evolution, its capabilities, and its crucial role in global security. The origins of THAAD. The concept for a defense system to counter short and medium-range ballistic missiles began taking shape in the early 1990s. As missile technology continued to advance, so did the need for an upper-tier missile defense system that could intercept threats at higher altitudes. By 1992, the U.S. Army had solidified these efforts into a formal program known as THAAD. However, the road to success was far from smooth. The first flight test, conducted in 1995, ended in failure, as did several subsequent attempts. But the breakthrough came in the early 2000s when engineers at Lockheed Martin redesigned key components of the system, from its seeker technology to its flight control systems. By 2006, these improvements yielded significant success, and THAAD began achieving a string of successful intercepts. Between 2006 and 2019, the system underwent 18 test intercepts, with 14 of them being successful direct hits on target missiles. These impressive results convinced even the harshest critics that THAAD was a reliable and capable missile defense system. What makes THAAD tick? At its core, THAAD is a hit-to-kill system, meaning it intercepts and destroys incoming ballistic missiles without the use of explosive warheads. Instead, it relies on sheer kinetic energy, a direct impact that obliterates the incoming missile. With a range of 150 to 200 kilometers, THAAD can protect large swathes of territory from short and medium-range ballistic missiles. However, THAAD doesn't work in isolation. It is part of a layered defense network that includes several other missile defense systems, such as the Patriot system, which operates at lower altitudes, and the Navy's Aegis ballistic missile defense, which covers engagements at sea. Together, these systems create a multi-tiered shield, giving commanders multiple opportunities to intercept and neutralize incoming missiles. THAAD consists of several key components. At its core, Terminal High Altitude Area Defense is a hit-to-kill system that intercepts and destroys incoming ballistic missiles using sheer kinetic energy rather than explosive warheads, offering protection over a range of 150 to 200 kilometers from short and medium-range threats. It operates as part of a layered defense network, integrating with systems like the Patriot and Aegis ballistic missile defense to provide a multi-tiered shield against missiles. THAAD comprises several key components: mobile truck-mounted launchers capable of holding 8 interceptors each, the TPY-2 radar, which tracks and discriminates incoming missiles from great distances, and the tactical fire control communications system that processes radar data and directs interceptors. Additionally, a team of highly trained U.S. Army soldiers manages the system, ensuring its rapid response and effective coordination with other defense assets. THAAD's global impact, from Guam to the Middle East. Since its initial deployment, THAAD has made a significant impact in global defense strategy. In 2013, concerns about North Korea's missile tests prompted the U.S. to deploy a THAAD battery to Guam. This marked the beginning of a long-term deployment in the Pacific region. The battery, known as Task Force Talon, has since become a permanent fixture on the island, offering protection to U.S. forces and allied interests in the area. In 2016, as tensions with North Korea escalated, THAAD was deployed to South Korea. Located in Seongju, about 130 miles south of Seoul, this battery provides an added layer of defense against North Korean missile threats. Its presence is a critical part of the U.S.-South Korea alliance, and it helps secure not only the Korean peninsula, but also surrounding regions. Beyond the Pacific and Asia, THAAD has also seen deployment in Europe and the Middle East. In 2019, it temporarily replaced the Aegis Ashore site in Romania, ensuring continued missile defense coverage while the site underwent maintenance. Later that year, following a series of drone and missile attacks on Saudi oil facilities, a THAAD battery was deployed to Saudi Arabia, strengthening defenses in the region. In 2023, amid rising regional threats, another THAAD battery was deployed to the Middle East, reaffirming the U.S. commitment to safeguarding its allies. In October 2024, THAAD was deployed to Israel after a series of Iranian missile attacks. This deployment is a critical addition to Israel's already robust missile defense system, which includes Iron Dome, David's Sling, and the Arrow series. The decision to deploy THAAD to Israel underscores the growing security partnership between the U.S. and Israel, aimed at countering evolving missile threats in the region. The role of foreign military sales, expanding THAAD's reach. THAAD's reputation for reliability and versatility has made it an attractive defense asset for U.S. allies. Countries such as the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia have purchased THAAD batteries, strengthening their missile defense capabilities and enhancing regional security. In January 2022, the UAE made history by successfully using THAAD to intercept Houthi ballistic missiles targeting the nation. This was the first real-world combat scenario in which THAAD was deployed, proving its effectiveness in an actual missile defense situation. Saudi Arabia, too, has committed to acquiring 7 THAAD batteries, integrating them into its broader missile defense framework. These foreign sales not only bolster the defense capabilities of key allies, but also extend the protective umbrella of the U.S.-led missile defense network, making THAAD a global player in missile defense systems. THAAD's future, adapting to new threats. As missile technology continues to evolve, so too must THAAD. The future of the system depends on continuous innovation and adaptation to emerging threats, such as hypersonic glide vehicles and more sophisticated ballistic missiles. To maintain its edge, the U.S. Missile Defense Agency is investing in ongoing improvements to THAAD's interceptors, missile guidance systems, and propulsion technologies. The Missile Defense Agency 2025 budget includes a request for $732 million to support THAAD's development, which will go toward refining the system's interceptors, expanding its stockpile of interceptors, and integrating THAAD into the U.S. Army's Integrated Air and Missile Defense Battle Command System. This system will allow THAAD to share real-time sensor data and firing solutions with other missile defense systems, further enhancing its effectiveness. Despite these advancements, THAAD faces challenges. As more deployments occur globally, questions are being raised about whether 8 active batteries will be sufficient to cover multiple simultaneous threats. The strain on personnel, with high operational tempos and demanding deployments, is also a critical concern for the U.S. Army. Recruiting and retaining skilled personnel, particularly air defense artillery experts, will be key to THAAD's continued success. A cornerstone of global defense, the Terminal High Altitude Area Defense System is more than just a technological marvel. It is a testament to the U.S. commitment to safeguarding its interests and those of its allies. From its humble beginnings in the 1990s to its widespread deployments today, THAAD has proven its worth as one of the most reliable and effective missile defense systems in the world. As global security threats continue to evolve, THAAD will remain a vital part of the U.S. defense strategy, offering unmatched protection against ballistic missile threats. With continued innovation and strategic deployment, THAAD will undoubtedly remain a cornerstone of America's missile defense framework for years to come. If you found this deep dive into the THAAD system insightful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates on cutting-edge defense technologies and global security. Until next time, stay safe and stay ahead of the curve.